I'm going to run through a quick example of how to find the GCF, or greatest common factor, and the LCM, or least common multiple of two numbers. So let's do the greatest common factor of 14 and 28. So factors are the numbers that make up another number, so we can multiply them together to get the bigger number. So let's write down all of those numbers for 14 and for 28. Okay, so for 14, we can multiply 1 and 14 by each other to get 14. We can multiply 2 and 7 by each other to get 14. So those are all the factors of 14. Now for 28, we can use 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. 1 times 28 is equal to 28. 2 times 14 is equal to 28, and 4 times 7 is equal to 28. So to find the greatest common factor, we're just going to look at the biggest factor that they share, 14. So greatest common factor, all you need to do is list out the factors of each number and find the biggest one that they share. If you notice, they do share other factors. They have other common factors, 1, 2, 7, but the biggest one is 14, and that's the one we want. All right, what about least common multiple? We're going to use 14 and 28 again. Multiples are the continuing on of a number. So multiples of 2, let's say, would be 2, 4, 6, 8. We keep adding 2 to get each number. So least common multiple, we're going to list some multiples of 14 and 28 and see which one that they share, because it has to be common, is the smallest, because we want the least. So multiples of 14, 14 plus 14 is 28, plus another 14 would be 42, and we can keep going, but we'll stop there. Multiples of 28, we start with 28. 28 plus 28 is 56, and we could keep going, but we'll stop there. We want to find the least common multiple. We've listed multiples of 14, we've listed multiples of 28. The least common one, so the smallest that they share, is 28. They might share more in the higher numbers, but what we want is the least of them, the smallest. So the LCM of 14 and 28 is 28.